Now that you've completed the registration process, you are logged into Flux, which is the application portal. There's a lot of information here at the top around when the deadline is for your application to be due, what assistance is available, and specific steps on how to apply. I would also highly suggest that you familiarize yourself with the frequently asked questions. There's a lot of information there that's updated regularly. Once you've read the information here, you can click Start a New Application in the bottom left-hand corner. Again, you're reminded of when the applications are due by, and click Apply Now in the upper right-hand corner. You're now in the section to answer the eligibility questions. Company name, location, name of primary contact, and name of business owner all copied over from the registration process. You can either choose what's applicable to you or click Add New and edit that information here. You then see 5 different questions for eligibility. The first one is the small business, which is applying for assistance, located in Colorado? And you have 3 different options. Yes, the business is located in Colorado, registered under Colorado law, and is in good standing with the state. Yes, I'm a sole proprietor who's a resident of Colorado, and I will provide verification of identity and lawful presence. Or no. It's important with each of these questions that you choose what most represents your business. Does a small business have fewer than 25 employees? Yes or no? Is the small business facing economic hardship caused by the COVID-19 public health emergency? The next question, number 4, pertains to nonprofits. However, all small businesses and nonprofits need to answer that question. Do the mission and/or programs of the nonprofit entity directly support economic development? You can see in the drop-down that the first option is not applicable, or NA. The small business is not a nonprofit. Important to read the text there. If you're a small business, you can choose that NA or not applicable. If you're a nonprofit, you can choose yes or no. And the last question, is the small business in the cannabis industry? Once you're complete with that, you click Save in the bottom right-hand corner. You have the opportunity to then review the questions on the left and your answers on the right. If they're correct, then you can go ahead and click Submit in the bottom right-hand corner. If you need to make changes, you click Edit in the upper right-hand corner. Note for Submit is a pop-up if you need to add any additional commentary to your eligibility inquiry form. If you don't have anything to add, you can click OK to bypass the pop-up. Now that you can see I'm in the application, and there's instructions here, 1, 2, 3, on how to complete the application. What happens if I've been declined in my eligibility questions? You can see the following business types are ineligible for loans or grants from the Energize Colorado Gap Fund. That includes businesses with 25 employees or more, businesses in the cannabis industry, businesses which are not registered in the state of Colorado, or sole proprietorships whose owner is not a resident of Colorado. Unfortunately, the Gap Fund is not for businesses or nonprofits that fall in these entities or in these characteristic types. However, if you feel like you do not fall in one of those categories and you should not have been deemed as ineligible for Energize Colorado Gap Fund, what you can do is click Start a New Application in the bottom left-hand corner. Again, Apply Now in the upper right-hand corner. And you're back to the same questions of the eligibility questions, where you choose the information from the registration, and you have the opportunity to answer the questions again. I would highly recommend reading each of the questions and the corresponding answers to ensure that you're answering what's appropriate for your business.